Alright guys, so you find me in the Vienna Zoo. It's located at Schönbrunn, which is a big house in Vienna. It cost me €29 to come in. And let's have a look at what we've got here. So the first thing we find is some Bambis. Hang on. And they're up in the shade. Right down there, so you probably can't see them. However, that is nowhere near as impressive as these majestic beasts right down there. Those are rhinos. I think white rhinos. They're clearly seeking shade. Look at them. Now, the tufts have been shaved down. I don't know if they do that for their own protection, because in the wild these are famously hunted, especially in like the plains of Africa, for the ivory in their tusks, which got them quite endangered. So maybe that's why they've been removed. And I think they were being caught and filed down to prevent poachers from taking them, but I did not expect to see these here. I would have thought it'd be more lively. I mean, if they are African rhinos, they should be quite used to the sun, unlike me. But honestly, they are unbelievable. Yeah, always moving. Anyway, let's see what else is in this zoo. Here's one for you. Look at all these pelicans. Oh, look how big they are. What's that landing in your garden? Oh, he's flapping. Look at him. What I will add is, as beautiful as they are, their enclosure absolutely reeks. I don't know what they're feeding him, but it's quite a stench in there. Look at these penguins. Oh, I want one. Look at them. How brilliant are these? Oh, there's more over here. Hello. Look at them. So in here, apparently they also have polar bears. However, I've not been able to see them, which makes me ask the question, is it right to have polar bears here? And on that fact, penguins, you know, these are Antarctic or whatever animals. And is it not cruel to keep them in a place which is this hot? Maybe that's why, maybe they have to be kept out of the sun, polar bears, but the penguins are out. You know, it is a question. These, look, there's some more outside. Humboldt penguins. Same wrong. Look. I mean, they're all just stood still. I mean, is it because they're bored? Is that what they do? I don't really know. I like penguins, they're a quality animal. Now, you can only just see its back. I'm zoomed in quite far, but that up there, it's just turned its head, is a polar bear. Possibly quite cruel to keep it in this environment, but oh, I've always wanted to see one of these. Bear scared the life out of me in it, and I like it. There's a viewpoint up there, I might be able to go up there. But, yeah, these things are absolutely brilliant. Let's go find that. So rather unsurprisingly and unfortunately, now I've got up here, the polar bear has gone back into what I assume is his air-conditioned home. I really want a good shot of him. I find them fascinating. They're one of the most dangerous predators about. Apparently they can stalk their prey for miles and will follow them relentlessly. And you know, there's stories of people who have been stalked by these things for several days. Because obviously out where they live, there's not much food around, so they will travel for days for a meal. And unlike the American bears and the other ones, which are also dangerous, these things are lethal. Like, they will not hesitate, they will just eat you. They say that if a brown bear attacks, you play big. A brown bear, you play dead. And if it's a polar bear, pray. Because you've got not much else you can do. So anyway, we'll move on to the next bit. Be ready to brace yourselves for these ones. Because that is a meerkat. Couldn't go.
Mama, kannst du mich fotografieren?
Oh, how cool is he? What's that guy called for the advert? Oh, he's hiding. I don't blame him. So yeah, they've got meerkats here. Oh, they've got something else over here. Oh, look, it's elephants. 3 of them. Brilliant, aren't they? They're eating hay from that wire up there. Them things are massive. I would be very scared if that was roaming free about, but beautiful to look at. And over there, oh, this might be a struggle to see, but there's an elephant with its baby. Just about see it through the wide fence. It's fantastic. And now we've got zebras. Zebras. Yeah, zebras are a bit like a sort of racing striped horse. I always feel bad for zebras. I feel like they stick them in a place full of many dangerous and aggressive predators, and then they paint them in a way that they can't hide from anything, which is pretty harsh. But that is the life of the animals. Kill or be killed. Moving on. I'm going to show you these. Look at these. Loads of them. Oh, if I could have an aquatic pet, it'd be definitely a turtle. Although I'm not sure, these might be the snapping ones that are known to pull fingers off. But they're in with some massive fish, so they're pretty cool. So there's lots of pretty cool animals in here. I'm on the lookout for one that I'm really want to see. But while I'm walking around, lots of pretty flowers. It's all very beautiful. I mean, this is in the middle of this guy's big house that was in a different video. And I'm wondering, did he have exotic animals, or did he just find this a good place to put a zoo when he moved out, or who knows? Wikipedia would probably tell me, but it's hot. I don't have the best Wi-Fi. And yeah, well, you've got a lovely pond here. Hang on, you're not allowed to walk on the grass. So look at this. How good is that? Now, we've seen these before in a different video. Oh, there's a big thing in my way. But that, my friends, is a giraffe. Big long-necked beast. I'll tell you what, right? Africa is not part of the route here, but if I ever am able to go there, I'd love to go on a safari and see these things roaming free. Like most of these creatures. I've got a sort of mixed opinion of zoos. This is quite nice, and the one in Amsterdam was very nice. But it's a bit like, you know, they try really hard to make them as homely as possible for these creatures, but, you know, ideally I think they want to be free. Maybe if these ones that like needed medical care and they've been sort of, you're unable to let them go back out into the wild, I understand that, but yeah, I don't know, what's your opinion? Let me know in the comments. Do you think zoos are okay? You know, because otherwise I'd never get to see these animals, to be fair. You know, a zoo's bad. I mean, I prefer to see a zoo than a circus any day of the week, because there's no reason in the world why you'd need to see an elephant trying to balance on a ball or a tiger jumping through a hoop. That's just not natural. But yeah, zoos. Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Look at these, we've got crocodiles. I bet he'd like a bite of me. Look at him. Go on, who are you after? Such dangerous yet a majestic beast. I don't know how well you can see this in the dark, but we've got bats. Just about seeing them flapping about. Obviously it's dark in here because they're nocturnal creatures. So I'm walking along this aquatic zone and look at this beast, look at that. I'm surprised to find them so easily, considering they're meant to be, oh no, is that a chameleon? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I thought they were meant to be camouflaged, but he was pretty easy to spot. We've got tortoises here. Pretty cool.
Oh, these are tortoises.
They don't seem to move very much. It must be quite hard for them as well. Right, so you can just about see the top of its head. But in there, well, there's two of them really. Is a hippopotamus. I'm telling you can only see a bit of it, but I get when that thing stands up, it is absolutely massive. The other thing is, I thought was quite interesting, is that, let me zoom out, in German or Austrian, it is called a Flussprüfenerd. A strange name. Anyway, still on the hunt for a mystery animal that I'm dying to see. But I think looking at the map, which is confusing as anything, there's going to be two animals that I really want to see. So we'll regroup again when we get close to that. So before we get to look at the animal I'm dying to come and see, we're going to look at another absolute wild, majestic creature. And normally I'd point the camera at him and talk to people about it. However, this might be a sort of point the camera in, there you go kind of thing, because if you look, it's quite a busy attraction.
Dove? Ali dove? Che fino. No,
So, what I came here for mainly was I was really interested to see this thing, the Siberian tiger. It's one of the rarest things you can find. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, but it is very rare to find them. Again, another apex predator. Siberian ones. So these are the Russian ones that live in the hills. Arguably a lot stronger than a lion. I don't think it's arguably. I'm not Robert Irwin. But yeah, but unfortunately, I spent a good 5 to 10 minutes looking at his cage. I can't see it anywhere. Whether it's out, I mean, they are good at hiding. That's what makes them an apex predator. They will just attack out of nowhere. But sadly today, doesn't look like I'll be seeing him. Oh well. We move. Here we go. Look at these cool things. I don't know what they are because they haven't got the signs here. But they look like massive guinea pigs. And I don't know if you can see through the water, there's some massive fish in there as well. But yeah, they look pretty cool. They're scanning that branch there. Yeah. I like this place. Don't know what it is for zoos. I'm not too sure if it's best for the animals, but I do love looking at them. Quite enjoyed this. We are coming to the end. Let's let you know if there's any more animals. But I'm getting quite hungry. There's lots of places to eat in here, but as usual, I'm on a budget. I'm not paying €8 for a hot dog. So, yeah. Oh, here we are. What is that in English? Oh, it's a capybara. There we go. That's what they are. I was going to say, I don't know what a Wasser Schwinn is, but it's a capybara. I don't really know what they are, to be honest. Big guinea pig? Who knows? Yeah, I'll keep the camera on me. It's a children's play area if I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I'm going to start heading towards the exits now and move on. So these things are, I think, water buffalo. As you can tell by their massive horns. To me, they just look like a massive angry cow. But they are huge. This one's having a mud bath, which is something they specialise in Turkey. I've had one myself. It's very nice. That one's great. I think there's two there. I don't know, it might just be one massive one. But yeah, I think the water buffalo, it could be an ox. Oh, here we go, look at him. Go on, son. Yeah, they are massive. They're like a massive angry cow. Big body, small legs. Yeah. Alright. We've had to stop on the way to the exit because look at the rhinos are up and moving. Look at him. Oh, he's running away. Wow. Oh, hang on. She rolled my nose with that. But yeah, wow. Things are like a running Coke machine. Honestly. This is really good. I'm still quite gutted I didn't see the tiger, but you know, you can't really complain with stuff like that. Anyway, so that was the Vienna Zoo. It was very good. It had lots of animals I didn't expect to see. There was more animals that I've not caught on camera that maybe if you visit you can go and see. But now it's time to get back and into doing what I was originally filming for, so that's in a different video. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit, somewhere to come to. Yeah, Vienna Zoo. So it would appear, as I've gone out to the shops, there's some sort of protest going on. I'm filming this on my phone mainly because I didn't bring my cameras out. But in a minute I might go over there and see if see what the protest is about, see if it's anything interesting.
Was macht er?
Hello? What are people protesting?
For wages in tourism sector.
Oh, okay.
For more wages.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, why, they're very low?
Negotiations for wage raising failed.
Ah,
So
okay.
we're protesting. Trade union we are for tourism.
Yeah, because you get a lot of tourism, so you should be you know, if your city relies on it, you should be compensated properly. I agree. Yeah. So is it going to be a peaceful protest? Yeah. Good.
A protest by a trade union, it's always peaceful.
Good. That's good.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. So what is your flyer about? What is it?
It's about the living cost.
Oh.
Your wage net
Yeah.
is 1,600, and this is you need for living, housing and well, public transport and a lot communication, and so you nothing left at the end of the month.
Not, yeah, I can see that. So, because I feel that in my country we have a similar issue. The minimum wage is very low, the cost of living very high. So if you want to live in your own house or have a family, very difficult.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel this problem is a lot of places. Yeah.
Eine gerechte Löhne und faire Arbeitsbedingungen. Das haben alle unsere Beschäftigten, die heute haben, einfach kapiert. Danke für eure Aufmerksamkeit. Unsere Beschäftigten verdienen pro 40 Stunden 2.026 Euro brutto. Das ist 1.650 Euro netto. Damit
Alright, so it all seems very peaceful. I very rarely tend to get political because politics can be very divisive, but in terms of fair living wage and especially in an economy, and I believe it in my country, I would say good luck to them. I think especially considering this city gets a lot of tourists, and to be honest, the tourist prices are very high here. To hear that they're not being paid very well, it's something I've had to deal with, something I agree with strongly. And you know, the cost of living, you can feel unfair, you can feel victimised by it. When you work hard and you have nothing left at the end of the month, it's a struggle for everyone. So, best of luck to them, and yeah, I hope it works out for them. I know you can't see it, but you can hear them writing in the street outside my apartment. You can see, well, you can't, but I can see the reflection. They're going right down the middle of the street. I mean, fair play to them. Hard workers deserve a fair wage. As much as politics are concerned, it's the only thing I really share an opinion on. Having worked in the public sector before, I couldn't agree with them more. Best of luck to them. I hope it works out.